In war, nations often lose, not because they lack courage or weapons, but because they misunderstand their enemy. During World War II, Japan would make one of the most consequential misjudgments in modern history, a fundamental misunderstanding of the United States. At the center of this tragedy stood one man who knew the truth and could not change the course of events. His name was Admiral Isoroku Yamamoto. Isoroku Yamamoto was not like most Japanese naval officers of his generation. Born in 1884 to a former samurai family, Yamamoto came of age as Japan transformed from a feudal society into an industrial power. Brilliant, disciplined, and fiercely intelligent, he rose quickly through the ranks of the Imperial Japanese Navy. But what truly set Yamamoto apart was his time in the United States. From 1919 to 1921, Yamamoto studied at Harvard University. He learned English fluently. He read American newspapers. He observed American politics, culture, and economics from the inside. Later, as a naval attaché, Yamamoto traveled across the country through Detroit's automobile plants, Pennsylvania's steel mills, and the oil fields of Texas. What he saw left a permanent impression. America was not just wealthy, it was vast, mechanized, limitless. Yamamoto came to believe that the true strength of the United States was not its navy but its industrial capacity and the determination of its people once mobilized. Japanese military leaders believed America was soft, decadent, divided by race, politics, and consumer comfort. They assumed Americans lacked the will for prolonged sacrifice. This belief was rooted in cultural assumptions. Japanese strategic thinking emphasized morale, spirit, and decisive battle. America, they believed, would collapse once shocked. Yamamoto strongly disagreed. He warned his superiors repeatedly. Japan could win early victories, but not a long war. Once American industry was fully mobilized, defeat would be inevitable. His famous warning echoed through naval circles. I can run wild for 6 months. After that, I have no confidence. Yet Yamamoto faced a paradox. He opposed war with the United States, but once war became inevitable, he was ordered to plan it. Yamamoto conceived the attack on Pearl Harbor not as a path to victory, but as a desperate gamble. If Japan could cripple the US Pacific Fleet in a single blow, it might force America into negotiation before its industrial power could be unleashed. On December 7, 1941, the gamble was made. The attack shocked the world. Battleships burned. Aircraft lay wrecked. Over 2,000 Americans were killed. But crucially, America's aircraft carriers were not at Pearl Harbor. Even more importantly, the attack failed to destroy fuel depots, repair facilities, and infrastructure elements Yamamoto knew were vital. Rather than breaking American morale, Pearl Harbor unified the nation. Yamamoto's greatest fear was coming true. In the months that followed, Japan advanced rapidly across the Pacific. But beneath the surface, the balance was shifting. American codebreakers cracked Japanese naval communications. They uncovered Yamamoto's next great gamble, a trap meant to destroy US carriers near Midway atoll. In June 1942, the Battle of Midway became the turning point of the Pacific War. In a single day, Japan lost 4 aircraft carriers, the core of its naval air power. America lost 1. The industrial machine Yamamoto had warned about was now fully engaged. Shipyards worked around the clock. Pilots were trained in staggering numbers. Japan could not replace its losses. Yamamoto understood what Midway meant. The war he had feared and predicted was now unwinnable. In April 1943, American intelligence intercepted Yamamoto's travel itinerary. The decision was made at the highest levels. Yamamoto would be targeted. US fighter planes intercepted his aircraft over Bougainville. The plane went down in the jungle. Yamamoto died as he had lived in uniform, serving a cause he privately believed was doomed. His death was a tactical victory for the United States, but it also marked the loss of one of the few Japanese leaders who truly understood America. The Pacific War would continue for more than 2 years after Yamamoto's death. It would end in devastation beyond anything he could have imagined. Yamamoto's story is not just about battles and strategies. It is about perception and misperception. He understood that wars are not won by stereotypes or by underestimating an opponent's resolve. His tragedy was knowing the truth and being unable to stop his nation from ignoring it. In the end, Japan did not lose because it lacked bravery or skill. It lost because it misunderstood the nature of its enemy and the kind of war it had chosen to fight.